Hello everyone, in this tutorial we are going to see what is Selenium IDE and how can we use Selenium IDE add-on to create the test script very easily. Actually Selenium IDE is an add-on which is an open source, fine. It is the part of Selenium suite and we can create the test script very quickly by using Selenium IDE, and it is very easy to create the automation script by using Selenium IDE. Why? Because Selenium IDE supports recording feature. Selenium IDE supports recording feature. So we do have a record button which you can see over here, red button over here, and this red button you can click on it and you can do whatever you want on the application for the test case steps, and you can stop recording immediately. Once you are going to stop the recording, it will convert the recorded steps to the test script. So we can create multiple test scripts by using Selenium IDE and associate those to the test suite. So test suite is a set of test scripts which we can execute at a time, like multiple tests cases can be executed at a time by using one test suite. So after the execution of the test case or the test suite or the test script or the test suite, Selenium IDE will generate the test log, and it supports two browsers, one is Firefox, another one is Google Chrome. The earlier version of Selenium IDE was only supporting Firefox browser. Now the current version supports Google Chrome also. It is good for the beginners to use and learn automation. The add-on is available in the official site of selenium.dev. So now the official site has been changed from Selenium HQ to selenium.dev. We have already used it many times. So from that site we can download Selenium IDE. So first let us have a look how can we download and configure Selenium IDE. We need to go to selenium.dev as we mentioned in this document. This is the official site, and here we need to search Selenium IDE to download. So here we can clearly see Selenium IDE. This is Selenium IDE. We need to click on download Selenium IDE, and here if we will come little down, we can see again Selenium IDE where the add-ons are available to download. So if we want the Firefox add-on, we can click on Firefox. If we want the Chrome add-on, we can click on Chrome. So let us click on Chrome because we need to go for Chrome add-on. Now it is asking to remove from Chrome because I have already downloaded it. My Chrome browser is having Selenium IDE associated with it as an add-on, right? So I do not want to remove it, but if you do not have Selenium IDE, you can download it from here. Fine, many steps it will ask, just you need to follow those steps, it will get downloaded. Very small add-on, and it will ask to add on Chrome or add on Firefox. You need to click on it, so it will, the add-on will get added like this. Fine. So now we to identify the add-on, see here, this is the extension. If you will click the extension, you can get Selenium IDE pinned over here. Fine. So here what I need to do is I need to click here in extension. To access Selenium IDE, I need to click on Selenium IDE. So first time when we are opening Selenium IDE, it will ask record a new test in a new project, open the existing project, create a new project and close the Selenium IDE. What we need to do exactly? I need to create a new project and I need to create a new test. So first option is useful for me. So let me say this is OCAT IDE project 1. This is what the project, and it is asking for base URL. So what is the base URL? Base URL is nothing but the test. I need to identify the test case for that. So what is the test case we need to automate? We need to automate say this here we have given one sample test case. Now we will see how to convert the test case into script. So this is the test case to verify whether the user can able to log in OpenCart by using valid credential, and this is what the URL. This is what the URL, demo.opencart.com. So now let me just go to demo.opencart.com and collect the correct URL. Yeah, I can consider this as the base URL. So let me just open Selenium and tell the base URL as this. Fine. Now it is asking for start recording. So the moment I will start recording, what will happen? The URL given in base URL application will get invoked automatically because we associated the URL in base URL, right? So now let me close this application, we do not want, and here let me maximize the tool and start recording. Fine. So the test case is all about login. So what we need to do is, let me just see this. Click on my account, enter the username, enter the password, and click on login. These are all the steps. So what you need to do is, we need to click on my account, we need to click on login. Fine. Now here this is what the username, and Purabi@123 is the password. I need to click on login. So this I clicked on login. So this is what the base URL, the application has been launched, and I can access the page after logging in, right? So my steps are completed because I tested the test case with the valid credentials, and I clicked on login and it is happening for me, right? So here what I need to do is, I need to click on stop recording. One second, I need to click on stop recording. So this is what the stop recording button. So before clicking on stop recording, I am just showing how exactly the test cases has been converted to scripts. You can able to see the scripts over here. It is taking username, it is taking password, and it is clicking on the login button, right? So and these are all the scripts. The test case has been converted to test script, right? So here if you will click on one step, you can able to see command and target. Then see this here, this is a link, login link we are clicking. So command is click and target is link text equal to login, and here see ID is email, input email. So input email in the sense okay, so input email in the sense we are clicking on input email, then we are typing the email. So this ID is a locator, link text is a locator, CSS is a locator, which we already have discussed maybe in WebDriver. These are all the various locators it is taking and the respective values it is taking, and with that value if the test data is available, then it is taking the test data in value. See, 3 columns you can able to see over here. One is command, another one is target, another one is value. So command is nothing but what exactly you are doing. You are clicking on a particular object, or you are typing something, or again you are clicking something. These are all the command we are doing, right? These are all the different methods. So we are telling in script we are telling it as methods, and here we are telling it as command. One method can be a command, right? So now what is target? Target is the locator information for the particular object. What is the XPath, what is the CSS, what is the link text, what is the ID, any locator information has been recorded over, captured over here. Now automatically the locators will get captured, fine, when we will use ID. We should not worry about writing the locators. Now we should not worry about writing the command, neither the locator nor the test data. Here the test data also it is capturing automatically. See, the value I provided while recording is purabhi@gmail.com and password purabhi@123. It has been captured in value. So 2 test datas are there, right? So in this command option you can able to see the name of the command, whether type or clear or click, what you are going to do, what you are doing over here. Then next you are getting the locator information, and next you are getting the test data. If test data is not available, test data the value must be blank. Suppose for the first one, for the first set window size, so the test data is not available, so the value is null, it is like nothing is there in value, right? So I think it is clear what is command, what is target and what is value. So automatically the script is getting generated over here. We should not worry about the test script. This is what treated as the test script for us. Now we need to click on stop recording. So when we will stop recording, it will ask to give the test case name. So let me say OCAT TC_001. This is what my test case name. I need to click on OK, right? So here see, the test case name has been assigned. The test project name is OpenCAT IDE project 1. Test case name is OCAT TC001, and this is the test script. The test cases converted to auto generated test scripts. Now what we need to do is simply we need to execute, because Selenium IDE gave us the facility to record as well as to execute the test script. So this is what the execution button, run current test. The shortcut key is Control R. So you can either use Control R or you can click on this button. If you have a test suite, you can use run all tests. If you have a test script, single test script, you can use run current test, fine. So according to your requirement, you need to use the option to execute, fine. So when you will execute, what you will get over here, let me go back to document. When we will execute, we will get the log information here. See, the execution log will display, right? So what is exactly execution log? How we can execute the test case? What will happen if we will execute the test case? So now let me execute it. It's opening. It's going to my account. Now it's going to. It is very fast. It's immediately it happened, right? So you can go for slow execution also. Let it execute completely. The application has moved fast, but we could not able to create the log over here. Implicit wait timeout. Okay, maybe it is related to fine, the login link. Click on login link. Here wait statement 3 milliseconds. It's expecting. That is the reason it is giving one error. See, trying to find the link login failed because of the timeout error, fine. So no need to worry about it. Okay, so this is the way what we discussed is, this is the way we need to convert the test case to test script and execute, and this is what the execution log. In our case it got failed even though the test case is passed, because it could not able to identify the login link within the time. Like the execution was faster, but the identification could not able to happen from the application end. So, this is what, due to synchronization problem we got one failure, no need to worry about that, fine. So, this is what this is how the IDE works, where the tester needs to customize the very minimal part of the script, and he or she can able to record and get the script very easily. So, I hope it is clear for everyone how to configure Selenium IDE for Chrome browser and how to use Selenium IDE for recording and converting the test case to test script, and we understand how like what is command, what is target and what is value, and probably in future sessions we may discuss about customizing the test script by using Selenium IDE. Even we saw what is test suite and what is individual test and how to execute both, what is run all command and what is run current test command. So, thank you so much for watching this video. Happy learning.